Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Khoiriyah. Okay, in this occasion, I want to present about my final project in error analysis course talk Misordering MPD, and let's see together. Okay, and the title my mini research is Error Analysis on Students' Pronunciation produced by English Education 19C YouTube channel on micro teaching practice. Okay, next, chapter 1, Introduction. Background of the problem. In teaching and learning process, having clear pronunciation and speaking is needed and very crucial. Pronunciation itself can be produced by human beings through their speech organ, which have different place or particular position in every sound. Pronouncing or saying something in English is important to make speaker and listener can catch idea or message that is expressed by other upon while doing communication. And then, in this modern era, there are very many technologies that we can use as means to research, one of which is YouTube. In this application, there are many videos that can be researched. One of them is English language education. So in this study, I will see from the practice in micro teaching course. From the video, I can examine the mistake in pronunciation made and what is behind them in making these mistakes. Then I hope this research can help friends to be able to improve pronunciation when speaking English. Okay, next about research focus. This research focus on the pronunciation within the video by in micro teaching learning video conducted by class 6C in the English Education 6C YouTube channel. And then statement of the problem. Here some research problem or problem formulation formulated by researcher as follows. The first, what kinds of error on English pronunciation produced by the 6 semesters in the English Education 19C YouTube channel? And then the second is, what are the causes of error on English pronunciation produced by the 6th semester in the English Education 19C YouTube channel? Okay, next is objective of the research or objective of the study. The objective of this research are the first, to find out the kinds of error on English pronunciation produced by 6th semester in English Education 6C YouTube channel. And then the second one is to analyze the cause of error on English pronunciation produced by 6th semester in the English Education 6C YouTube channel. And then for significance of the study, the first is theoretical significance. This study is expected to add the knowledge about pronunciation error and hopefully can improve student ability in speaking. And then the second one is practical significance. In teaching and learning English, this study is expected to improve teaching and learning process for students. This research expected to motivate and interest them in order to pronunciation. Next is relevant previous research. The first previous study related to this research is thesis which made by Donna Cesar Febriani on 2017. With the title Analysis of Student Error on English Vowel Pronunciation of the 11th grade of SMAN 1 Jetis Ponorogo. This research has the three aims: that there know the type of error, and then the dominant type of the error, and the reason of error that students made. And then the second one is previous study related to this research is journal written by Ivana Oktariani and Johannes Ananto Prayogo. This research was conducted to find out the pronunciation error made by Indonesian singers in singing English songs. Theoretical framework. Okay, first is a mistake and error. According to James in Brown, an error cannot be self-corrected, while a mistake can be self-corrected if the deficient ID pointed out to the speaker. In a short statement, error means incorrect from that the learners produce. And then from Rod Ellis also distinguishes between mistake and error. Mistake reflect occasional lapses in performance. They occur because in the particular intent. Then error reflect gaps in learner's knowledge. They occur because the learner does not know what is correct. And then from Ellis' statement, it can be underlined that something false that someone made because of his or her unknown was defined as error, and mistake is someone's knowledge about something but he or she was unable to perform it. And next about phonological error. As the term suggests, phonological error pertains to error in pronunciation. Phonological knowledge involves knowing what happens to word in fast or slow speech as opposed to more carefully articulated speech. Related to articulation or the way the learner speaks is important to avoid misunderstanding in communication context. The articulatory or articulation contains phonological information, which is maintained by articulating the phonological informations of sound. And then error may appear someone who did not have a complete or many information or ability related how to be a good speaker. Okay, the next is type of error in pronunciation. Okay, the first one is omissions. Omissions error are the characteristics by the absence of an item that must appear in a well-formed utterance. Here, the example of omission in when a student pronounces leaders with leader. Her statement, drink 2 liters of water. And then liters, a word absolutely false. It should show plural form, but she pronounced it in the singular form. The correct phonetic transcription of it is leaders. These students actually should produce as sound in the end of the word, but she omitted it. Okay, next about additions. Additions error are opposite of omissions. They are characterized by the presence of an item which must not appear in a well-formed utterance. Additions error usually occur in the later stage of second language acquisitions, when the learner has already acquired some target language rules. In fact, additions error result from the all too faithful of the certain rules. The example of this error pronouncing is often. The correct phonetic transcriptions is it was often, but in the fact C added T sound in the middle of the word like often. And then next is misformations. Misformations error are characterized by the use of the wrong form of an item, while in omissions error, the item is not supplied at all. In misformations error, the learner supplies something, although it is incorrect. Here the example of misformation error: a student pronounce something with something. The pronunciation of its word is absolutely false. The correct phonetic transcription of it was something. The student actually should produce son in the middle of the word, but she supplies the wrong item within the word. Okay, next is misordering. Misordering error are characterized by the incorrect placement of an item in utterance in of other words. The elements present are correct but wrongly spelled. Misordering errors occur systematically for both sound language and first language learner is constructions that have already been acquired. The example of misordering error is pronouncing ox. The correct phonetic transcription of it was ox, but in fact these students pronounce ox, son, and the incorrect placement happens where the students putting K, son, in the middle and the S, son, in the last. Okay, next is pronunciations aspect. There is English consonants. Consonants are performed by interrupting, distracting, or diverting the airflow in a variety of ways. There are 24 consonants based on Garrett Kelly, and then you can see on screens. And then next is English vowels. English has a large number of vowel sounds. The first one of the examined are short vowels. The symbol for the vowels are, you can see on screen. And then next is English diphthong. Diphthongs can be made by beginning at any one vowel and going in one direction of any other, so that the number of possible diphthongs is very large. A sound which consists of the movement or glide from one vowel to another was called as diphthong. Okay, next we're gonna move on chapter 3, research methodology. Okay, first is research design. Qualitative study was appropriate with this analysis of pronunciations error. To find out the answer of the statement of the problem, the researcher used descriptive research. The major purpose of descriptive research was the descriptions of state scales or even as it exists at present. And then descriptive research intend to describe or explain something systematic and then factual and accurate related to the certain population that the researcher took. The purpose of this research design was strengthened by Lawrence. A researcher began with well-defined and conduct a study to describe it. And then next is technique of the data collections. Qualitative research might use written document or other artifact. The gain of understanding of the phenomenon under study. The term document shall refer to the wide range of written physical and visual material, including what other authors may term artifact, and the researcher can gain the data videos from the lecture of speaking class. And then the next one is technique of analyzing data. The fact that learners made error and that these errors could be observed, analyzed, and classified to reveal something of the system operating with the learner, lead to search of the study learns error called error analysis. And then on the chapter 4 about research finding and discussions, I wanna explain with voiceover.
Next, about research finding and discussion. A. Data findings about type of error in English pronunciations. The first one is consonant omission. You can look on screen. And then the second one is consonant addition. You can look on screen again. And then next about consonant misformations, you can look on screen. And next is consonant misordering. And then next about vowel omissions, and then vowel additions, and then vowel misformation and vowel misordering. And next, here the tabulation for each error in each pronunciation aspect. The first is consonant omissions, how to calculate the percentage of omission error in the number of omissions divided by number of error found, and then multiplied by 100%. Then the result I got was 0.26% error in consonant omissions. And for the next, you can look on screen. And for vowel omissions, we use a tabulation same with consonant, and you can look on screen the explanation about that.
Okay, next about causes of error in pronunciations. The first is intralingual transfer error. Transfer error in pronunciation can occur when learners use to pronounce some words literally same with the written form. Intralingual transfer has a tight relation with the mother tongue influence. There are two reasons why the students make error in their pronunciation. There is some causes of error in pronunciation. There is less to listen native speaker and less to practice students' pronunciations. And then next is intralingual transfer. Intralingual transfer was the negative transfer of items within the largest language. Negative transfer implies that the learner has applied first language knowledge when using target language. It could be suggested that the further distance between first and second language, the greater the risk for negative transfer. Furthermore, it encompasses the incorrect generalization of rules within the target language or incorrect use of grammar. Okay, next is chapter 5. There is conclusion and suggestions. Okay, the first one is conclusions. The students make a pronunciation error in aspect of pronunciation. The researcher focus on consonant vowels. In consonant, there are four errors such as omissions is 0.26%, and then addition 0.26%, and misformation is 0.26%, and misordering is 0.06%. In vowel, there are four types of error also, such omissions is 0.20 28%, and additions is 0,28%, and misformation is 0,28%, and misordering is 0,14%. There are two causes error to make the student pronounce the word incorrectly. They are intralingual transfer or negative influence of students' mother tongue, and intralingual transfer are incorrect rules that is used by the students. And then for the suggestions, students need to motivate themselves to improve their pronunciation. There are some ways that can be done by the student. First is listen native speaker as much as possible, like watching movies, speech, recording, or anything else. And then if they did not know how to pronounce a new word, they can open their book dictionary to see phonetic transcription. It was word electric dictionary. And then second, they have to practice what they. And I think that's all my explanations about mini research on a final project error analysis. And thank you for watching this video. And last I say wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.